Stop asking, what should I do? People ask me all the time is, what should I do? They're looking for me to tell them whether they should quit their job, start a business, move, retire, get married, expand their company, whatever the situation happens. That's almost never where I start. In fact, I usually don't answer the question. Not because I'm trying to be difficult, but because I don't think we're ready to answer it yet. If I tell you what I think you should do and it doesn't work out, what usually happens? You start questioning my advice. Or you start questioning yourself because you followed someone else's advice instead of understanding the decision for yourself. Neither one helps. I'd rather help you make a decision you understand and can stand behind, because you have to live with the consequences, not me. So instead of asking, what should I do? I usually start asking questions. I'm trying to understand how you're thinking. Sometimes within 5 minutes, I realize we're talking about the wrong problem. Someone thinks they're trying to decide whether to change jobs. But after we talk, the job isn't really the issue. They're exhausted. Or they never established healthy boundaries. Or sometimes they're working for someone who has expectations that were never clearly communicated. Changing jobs may not solve any of those problems. Another person might want to start a business. That sounds exciting, but after we talk for a while, I realize what they're really looking for is more flexibility. There may be other ways to create flexibility without taking on all the risk of starting a business. If we don't identify the real problem, how do we know we're solving the right one? That's why I'm rarely in a hurry to answer someone's question. I don't know enough yet. And honestly, they usually don't either. Sometimes people are asking me to make a decision with information they haven't even thought to gather. Other times, they're trying to get certainty before they're willing to move. Life doesn't usually work that way. You gather what you can, you think it through, you make the best decision you can. Then you move forward. Here's something else I've noticed. Many people ask, what should I do? Because they're afraid of making the wrong decision. I understand that, especially when the stakes are high. But eventually, every person has to become comfortable owning their decision. You can seek counsel, and you should. You can learn from people who have more experience, and you should. But at the end of the day, it's still your decision. You have to own it. One of my goals when I'm working with someone isn't to become the person they're always coming back to for answers. That's codependency. It's to help them learn how to think through important decisions well enough that they can become confident at making them. That's very different. If all I do is give people answers, they'll need me every time another decision comes. Sometimes I walk people through making decisions for a time until they learn. But I'd rather help them develop that process, because once they have a reliable process, they're not starting over every time life throws them something new. So next time you catch yourself asking, what should I do? Pause. Maybe that's not the question you need to answer first. Maybe the better question is, what am I missing? What haven't I considered? Am I even solving the right problem? Because I found that once people understand the situation clearly, you usually don't need someone else to tell them what to do. The decision often becomes more obvious. But you don't have to be like that. You can learn how to make decisions better by learning the process, the skill of decision making.